I mean, I look at some of the deals made, I say, who the hell made these deals that are so bad?
So bad. The trade deals with Canada, they're so bad. He's just looking and saying, who made these? Ladies and gentlemen, don't get ahead of me. Ladies and gentlemen, for your dining and dancing pleasure, come with me into the Wayback Machine to 2018. I give you the culprit of the terrible deal with Canada.
This morning, President Trump signed a new trade deal to replace NAFTA with the leaders of Mexico and Canada.
The best trade deal they say ever made.
Oh! A deal done by Trump's greatest nemesis, Trump.
I'm not on any actual social media. I never have been. So I do feel as if the world operates in a way that is, it's passing me by. It's like I sit alone with my books. I sound like a Simon and Garfunkel song. I am a rock.
You know, here's what's crazy. I'm going to tell you something. Look up for 1 second. I do this every time we're together.
God, my life is fucking horrible.
No. Before I let you go, I want to show the audience something. I want everybody at home to look at this. Paul is older than I am.
Now, after they arrived, the Saudis served some coffee, but while everyone else drank theirs, Donald Trump just held his in his hand the whole time. Look at that. Look at that, right? It looks like he was waiting to give a urine sample to the nurse. Honestly, I get it. Unfamiliar coffee on a trip is risky. One sip is all it takes to go from traveler's constipation to traveler's, you guys go without me, I'm gonna hang out in the room for a while. That being said, Trump maybe regretted not taking that caffeine shot a few minutes later.
Mohammed bin Salman is saying we need a resolution on a Palestinian state. And I don't necessarily recall several years ago, pre-October 7th, as that being a demand that he had necessarily stated publicly. Do you think his position has changed, or do you think the way he has expressed himself, has that changed?
We had a grossly unfit president. And by the way, I've known this guy for a long time. He was never the sharpest bulb.
What a wordsmith. See, most people would have gone with brightest bulb or sharpest tool, but Donald Trump took half of both and smushed them together. That is what makes him the cream of the litter. Trump wasn't there to talk about Joe Biden. He was there to talk about America's proud military history. And that went great, too.
Recently, other countries celebrated the victory of World War I. France was celebrating, really. They were all celebrating. The only one that doesn't celebrate is the USA, and we're the ones that won the war. Without us, you'd all be speaking German right now. Maybe a little Japanese thrown in.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why would we be speaking Japanese when they were on our side in World War I? Well, I think it's because he said World War I, but what he meant was light bulb.
Here we got RFK Jr., another goofy mother. Don't let them muscles fool you. He's a piece of shit. No, literally a piece of shit. This man swims in sewage like a Ninja Turtle, and they're gonna try to teach us about health?
Seed oil is one of the components of processed foods, and all the science indicates that ultra-processed foods are what are the principal culprit.
Why the you sound like that? What's wrong with your voice? You don't sound healthy. You talk like you on a bad phone line. Hang up! I don't understand what you're saying. And I can't believe this man is from the Kennedys. I thought the Kennedys had swag. Why we got the T-Moose Kennedy?
Must be nice to have the luxury of giving up booze while the rest of us are trapped in reality. Wildfires, bird flu, crippling gambling debts. If you're not blacking out every single night, you're not paying attention. And by the way, why are we giving up alcohol in January? It's colder than Jack Frost's All your fat friends are posting gym selfies, and it gets dark faster than Justin Trudeau's face on Halloween. Oh, please. Me, I'd much rather give up booze in May. The weather is warm, and I'm already coked up for Cinco de Mayo. But for those of you not sure about dry January, don't worry. There's something even dumber.
For some people, that looks dry. For others, it might look damp. A damp January would mean only drinking on special occasions, adding more dry days to your month, or consuming fewer drinks in each sitting.
Damp January? Are you me? Damp January sounds like someone I paid for a lap dance in the 80s.
President Trump is truly the most transparent and accessible president in American history.
We have truth on our side at this White House.
I think everybody, the American public, believe it's absurd for anyone to insinuate that this president is profiting off of the presidency. It's frankly ridiculous that anyone in this room would even suggest that President Trump is doing anything for his own benefit.
That's all he's doing. By the way, I think the more she lies, the bigger her cross gets. Is that possible? It's like some sort of weird Pinocchio cross. The president can't be bought.
If you ask me, adding a reporter wasn't even the most embarrassing thing to happen on this group chat.
According to Goldberg, the administration officials reacting after the strikes, excellent, a good start. Waltz even sending several emojis.
Is anyone else kind of upset that we're conducting war by emoji now? I mean, what does this even mean? What, I'm gonna fist the flag and then light it on fire? Like, there's a reason why you don't use emojis for life and death situations. It's too open to interpretation, okay? Like, imagine if your doctor texted you a crab emoji, right? And now you're going, oh my God, I have crabs? And your doctor has to be like, LOL, no, it's the astrology sign for cancer, okay?
Application orders are so popular, they have collabs.
TV personality Dr. Phil tagged along on a Chicago raid.
You've never been deported before?
Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil.
Yeah? How do you know me?
No, I seen Dr. Phil, you know, on TV.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you know me? You've been in one thing. I guess Dr. Phil finally cashed someone outside. How about that?
His beautiful economy crashed because some dum-dum came and tariffed every country on the planet. He tried to save it yesterday, but the markets are still crashing today because, again, some absolute moron keeps ramping up a trade war against China. But in moments like this, there's one thing a serious leader does. Gather up all your closest friends on your payroll and make them say nice things about you.
Thank you for your leadership and thank you for everything you're doing.
Your leadership at the border, absolutely remarkable.
I want to thank you as well for the shipbuilding.
I want to thank you for standing up to the Chinese Communist Party.
What you're doing now, I think, is a great service to our country, but ultimately to the world.
You were overwhelmingly elected by the biggest majority. The U.S. Americans want you to be president.
Your vision is a turning point and an inflection point in American history.
So I'm going to try and catch you up since we've been gone. The economy hit a brick wall, stalling on jobs, while inflation continued to rise. So Trump met with Putin in Alaska to force Ukraine to accept Crackle Barrel's new logo while Labubu released a new Epstein file and Taylor got engaged. It's a blur. It's all a blur. But all of it takes a back seat to continuing concerns over the president's health.
We haven't really seen much of the president over the last week.
Basically absent from the public eye.
He's clearly hiding something about his health.
The hashtag Trump is dead trended on social media.
What the you people? You reporters have no chill. Guy can't take a few days for some R&R and a non-surgical breast reduction without everybody suddenly pulling out the toe tags on the president? It does say something about the ubiquity of Donald Trump in our lives, that we don't hear from him for 20 minutes, and we're like, he's dead. I think he's... Check, can we track him?
His ankles, swollen and straining over his Oxfords, aren't just unsightly cankles. They're flashing neon signs of a body under pressure.
Put that Attenborough right into my veins. The aging president struggles to keep up with the herd. And as night falls, it's clear the lions will eat well tonight. On a menu. On a menu. Wait, I want to tell you the menu. On a menu of Cankles au poivre. It might not have been worth the walk, but I felt I owed it to you.
Breaking news. For the first time, we are seeing an image of the letter signed by Donald Trump for Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday.
Okay, so we know who's telling the truth. But this is huge. Epstein's estate finally released the actual birthday card, and it's as creepy as you'd expect.
The drawing shows the outline of a woman's torso, breasts and hips, with a message that reads, in part, "We have certain things in common, Jeffrey," and later, "Enigmas never age," before the closing words, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret."
The future president's signature is a squiggly Donald below her waist, mimicking pubic hair.
Okay. I know what we're all thinking. That's an excellent drawing. And I think Donald Trump might have a wonderful future as an artist. Look, now, obviously, that's a crappy drawing, but as a student of history, one thing I've learned is when a certain type of person dreams of being a great artist, we should encourage that instead. Now, even without the drawing, that is a strangely cryptic birthday card. No? Enigmas never age. There's a wonderful secret. Although, to be fair, it could be totally innocent. We have certain things in common, could mean anything. What are the things that we know about Epstein? He was a human trafficker. He was a pedophile. It could be any of those things. And I see why Trump's people denied that this card even existed. But now that we've all seen it, there's nothing left for them to do except continue to deny it.
The White House this morning flatly denying the president drew or signed the message.
The president did not write this letter. He did not sign this letter.
From what I see, it's not his signature. I've seen Donald Trump sign a million things.
This doesn't look like his signature to you?
Nope.
I can tell you my father does not sketch out cartoon drawings.
Okay. Hey, I'll give Eric Trump a pass. He has no way of knowing what a birthday card from his father would look like. But they're saying it's not Trump's signature. If only we had 1 to, 1 million examples of his signature that we could compare it to.
The far left is the birthday book signature. The one in the middle is a Trump signature from a 1999 letter to Larry King. And on the right is from a signed letter to Rudy Giuliani in 2001.
Or these from 1984 in a letter to the New York Times, 1995 to a Palm Beach official, 2014 in a note to Keith Olbermann.
There's even an inscription in a Trump book that Epstein owned from 1997.
You'll see all the basic shapes are exactly the same.
Yes, I see. So if you look at the angle of the downward arc on the capital D, you can see that you don't have to do any of this shit. It's his signature. Wow, it's his signature. It's his. It is funny how they're fact-checking one piece of evidence with another pieces of evidence. Like, these guys are like, if you look closely, Trump's signature on a birthday card to his pedophile best friend matches his signature on a note he wrote to his pedophile best friend. I'm not a fan of the content, but you can't deny his friends put some real effort into it. On the way to my birthday dinner, my wife makes me stop at Walgreens so she can buy me a card. Sometimes it's not even a birthday card. Oh, thank you. I will have a great first communion. The second thing I realized is Trump is playing this thing all wrong. If he just admits that he wrote this card, everyone could move on. And then he could do one of his favorite things of all time, find a way to make some money out of it.
You've seen stories about Donald Trump's perfect birthday card to Jeffrey Epstein. And thanks to the new Trump greeting card collection, you can send an equally perfect card for all of life's milestones. Congratulate the graduate in your life with the message, your future is bright, unlike our dark and hideous past. Complete with a woman's body with pubic hair. And get ready for Mother's Day with a card that tells her, here's to a mom who did it all, including things that God can never know. And don't forget the pubic hair. And for the somber moments, we have comforting messages like, I'm so sorry for the death of your pedophile father. And for added respect, these cards have twice the pubic hair. So no matter the occasion, pick a card from the Trump collection and make America great again. Donald Trump denies the existence of these cards. He's suing you for $10 billion.
Once Air Force One landed, the UK rolled out the red carpet. The president, the first lady made a stunning entrance with Melania hiding her head under a UFO. And from there, it was on to Windsor Castle to tell the beef eaters that he's also on an all-beef diet. And that was followed by a parade in which one horse gave Trump a special salute of his own. You know RFK Jr. texted him after, like, bring me some leftovers. But then, of course, Trump took part in the time-honored tradition of pretending he cares about history. Sorry, what? What the hell is going on with Melania right here? Is she even in there, or did she just put her clothes on a coat rack and sneak out? Now, tomorrow, Trump will be meeting with the Prime Minister to talk policy, but he had such a wonderful time today with all the pomp and circumstance, and it must have been so nice to spend some time in such ultimate surroundings and forget all about the drama and the troubles back home.
Protesters here overnight projecting a photo of President Trump alongside convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein on the walls of Windsor.
Oh, man, not all over the good castle.
Gaze upon him with a gait even more majestic than that of the royal horses that pranced before him. He wowed the English with charm, intelligence, and an undeniable sexual charisma that filled their air like a pheromone-packed London fog. And as part of this historic trip, the perfectly tinted Trump dazzled his hosts at dinner with a demonstration of unmatched oratory skill.
A fifth of all of humanity speaks, writes, thinks, and prays in the language born on these isles and perfected in the pages of Shakespeare and Dickens and Tolkien, and Lewis, Orwell, and Kipling. Incredible people.
He didn't have to look down once. Completely off book, as he name-checked his favorite authors from the top of his head. Trump employing restraint, not to quote verbatim these great authors. Our president has devoured voraciously.
We saw the dismissal of a very well-known chat show host in America last night, Mr. Kimmel. Is free speech more under attack in Britain or America?
How dare you, sir! How dare you, sir! What outfit are you with, sir? The Antifa Herald Tribune? Why, I wouldn't even line my parents' cage with your rag. There's a very reasonable explanation for what befell this scallywag, Kimmel.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you know, you can call that free speech or not.
Shut the up! Yay!
It's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon.
That's what you dragged all these generals in for? To tell them they're fat? Couldn't you just leave some passive-aggressive comments on their Instagram? Like, hey, congrats, General, when are you due?
No more beards, long hair, superficial individual expression. We're going to cut our hair, shave our beards, and adhere to standards.
According to P. Hegseth, America's military standards are now going to be indistinguishable from a Grindr profile. No fatties, no facial hair, and get those ladies the out of my sight. If anyone can win a room back, it's President Trump, who convinced these generals there was a good reason to pull them from their posts.
I call it the N-word.
Oh, shit. He's coming in hot here. Is he gonna say it? Is he gonna say the thing? Is this about to happen? Is this it?
The word nuclear, we can't let people throw around that word.
Oh, okay, the N-word is nuclear. Okay, but that's a weird way to say it, since there's also kind of another word that we famously refer to as the N-word.
There are two N-words, and you can't use either of them. Can't use either of them. And frankly, if it does get to use, we have more than anybody else. We have better, we have newer.
Wait, are we still talking about nuclear, or the other one?
After the presidential election, there were all of these obituaries written about the Democratic Party's ability to motivate young voters.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just this condescension in the language that we use about young people. And I can just tell you that what we've found in this campaign is that young people have been at the heart of believing that something could be more than this. And I would say, throughout the primary, this quote from Ed Koch: if you agree with me on 9 out of 12 issues, vote for me. 12 out of 12, see a psychiatrist.
Right.
And I'm in Washington Square Park. I'm filming a video with David Hogg. And this young guy comes up to me and goes, 12 out of 12, baby, send me away! It took me a moment. I was like, what are you talking about?
The cherished alliance between the United States and Japan is one of the most remarkable relationships in the entire world. Really, there's never been anything like it. Born out of the ashes of a terrible war, our bond has grown over 8 decades.
Look at her face. We all know that face. That is the look of a woman who's going to be talking about this ashes of war thing the second they get to the car. I'm not going to embarrass you in front of your friends, but we will talk about this later.
People keep commenting to me, you look so tired on TV. I am so tired because we're not
sleeping a lot. We're working overtime.
Look, Mike, I know shutdown negotiations are tough, but President Trump is in Japan working just as hard. Now remember, troops, don't be gay.
Aussie darts player has been banned from using his nickname at the upcoming World Championships. Tim Pussy Magnet, as fans refer to him, is not allowed to use his moniker for the December event after the governing body deemed it, well, vulgar.
Hey, chill out, Professional Darts League. Let him use his nickname, the Magnet. Why are these officials being such a dick to pussy, all right? The only reason a dart league should have a governing body is to make sure you're drunk and fat enough to play.
Ronnie, you know less about darts than you do about pussy. The darts governing body is right on the money here. First of all, this guy stole my nickname from college.
There is no chance your nickname in college was Pussy Magnet.
Yeah, I know. It was Tim.
Over the weekend, President Trump repeatedly going after one of his closest allies and staunchest defenders, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Calling her Marjorie Taylor Brown because, quote, green grass turns brown when it begins to rot.
You know, I've always said that the best nicknames are the ones you have to explain in parentheses. Right, Bubba? Hey, Bubba! Hey, Bubba, he's from the South and he likes being blown. Bubba!
So we got a little off track with Biden and black people, but at least no one was thinking about the Epstein files anymore.
For minors, do we love minors? I love minors.
We know, we all saw the birthday card. By the way, I was watching this on Fox News last night, and I had the captions on because I'm Gen Z, don't Google it. And this is completely real. The way that it aired, you can actually see that the person doing the closed captions is also confused, and then, delete, delete, delete. Whoopsie. That's what Fox gets for hiring Prince Andrew to do the captions.
If you're the parent of a child of a certain age, the new dictionary.com word of the year will probably sound familiar. It's the slang phrase 6'7".
Oh, goody. The word of the year is not even a f***ing word. What's the number of the year? Red? Please tell me more.
The slang phrase 6'7", it's sweeping America and annoying parents and teachers everywhere.
Seriously, what is wrong with these kids? I mean, I thought RFK Jr. was supposed to be curing autism, not making it worse.
I almost feel bad for conservative media. It's like they're suffering from an outrage shortage under Trump. Merry Christmas is back. We can say the R word again. Let's see, are there any gay fonts? And of course, Newsmax had to make this whole idea of a font called Calibri sound suspiciously ethnic?
He's ordering every U.S. diplomat worldwide to stop immediately using that Calibri?
Calabru Akbar? Kala Mamdani? Look, let's not forget about the real victim in all this. Of course, I'm talking about the man who designed the Calibri font. And before I show you who that is, just take a moment to picture in your mind what this professional font designer might look like. Because you're correct.
Joining you now, Luke de Groot, the designer who created the Calibri font.
I mean, has anyone in history ever been more font designer than this guy? He only had two options in his life, this or killing James Bond.